So hi, you doing an updated video. I want to say that um, first and foremost, this is gonna be like an updated video. A few weeks back, I did my hair, so I have um straightening it now. I have begun to straighten it again. I was a hairdresser a few weeks ago at a salon for students. And what I wanted to talk about was actually mental problems, because 2 days ago, technically, I had to skip going to an event with a person. They call me in Germany, but I will not go this year. I will go next year instead. If I, for some medical reason, don't get enough money and can get a ticket, so I can actually go next month. But aside from that, I had to skip because of I took a job, but it turns out it wasn't serious, and it was basically a fraud. So now I'm kind of in like a thing where I don't want to be in. But luckily for me, I have started to pet sit for a person that lives close by, and he's often away on business trips, I think, so I have to pet sit for him. And aside from that, I will pet sit like a lot and walk dogs, so that's what I will do. So I think that I will establish myself as a professional pet sitter, semi-professional at least. And I do tarot readings, so, and I will have my first tarot gig at an event, so that's very exciting because I've thought about doing this, and I'm very glad that they accepted me. So that will be tomorrow. I have to spend tonight and do research and just practice because I've forgotten some meanings. Aside from that, the situation at home is that it's not really working out, so I have to move. But I haven't found something yet. I was supposed to stay with a person in the beginning of April, but didn't really happen. So I still have to look for jobs. But I have a summer job also, so that's something. But what I wanted to talk about is mental problems, because we have this problem in cosplay community. People are not being respectful to one another, I think, especially when they're going through things, because mental issues is a big deal, especially people who have are dealing with a loss, who have depression or a mental illness, whatever. I lost my friend 4 months ago, and it was very hard for me, and I wasn't always available to talk to people. I still am, and so I haven't taken like a mental break from social media, so to say. I'm only posting sometimes where I have some content to post. I will try to post more content soon, because I went to an event last weekend with another cosplay friend, and I've known him for a few years now. We have been following each other on social media for some time, and we really hit it off. So he's a person that I can see myself hanging out at conventions with. But rest of the people don't understand this. People dealing with mental issues is something that people should take into consideration. You have to put yourself into their shoes instead of judging them. In a situation like this, you don't have to be right, but you have to still understand that they're going through something. You don't have to be harsh to them. And I felt like I was very hard. I felt like this person was was not a good person to deal with these things. So she was very harsh towards me. And we have been online mutes for, I don't know, some years now, but she doesn't know me that well. And honestly, I feel like I would feel miserable if I ended up going to the convention with her, spending time with her, and, be talking about how fun it would be to meet like other online friends there and like news and whatever, and that would be fun too. But I would not want to go to a convention with somebody that took it, and this person took this the wrong way when I explained to them I cannot go because of my job situation. And I tried to fix it, but I couldn't, because the only jobs that I got right now was basically like I help people pet sit, and I pet sit for people, and yeah, and I do tarot readings. That's what I do, but it's not something that I do full-time. If I did all of this full-time, and I think that I have good prices for somebody who has been doing this for a few years, then I would probably be able to go. But no, And I was and this job that I took, which was not a serious job because it was a good paid job actually, so I could have gone regardless, but turns out I couldn't. And I was dealing with a lot of my friends passing and trying to like feel better, so it was no way that I could remember this thing, and I was not ignoring her or something. She was just not like, she was not understanding towards this, and I feel it's very ironically because she knew about my friend passed away, but I did not tell her about the job situation, which I should have done, but still she could have been more understanding towards me, I think. And maybe she could have checked on me, but she didn't, and that was actually not a good sign, I think, because if we understand one another, you would understand that if I'm going through something, then you would check on me, right? But this person didn't. I remember last year I was planning to go with another person. We weren't planning about it, we were just talking about it, but it did not came to be. And that person, we're still cool with one another. I haven't spoken to them since last year probably, but I think they just basically this one moment. So good with Monster. I'm only drinking Monster because I'm working out soon, but yeah. So so I think this whole situation like kind of escalated, and I was accused of being flaky. I'm not a flaky person. I am trying to be there for people, but when I'm not feeling well, I will not force myself to do things. I have learned that mistake from the past, to not force myself. If I don't feel well, if I don't want to go anywhere, I don't go anywhere. And if people also am trying to like make me feel bad, they're not good people. They're not good friends either. This person made me feel bad, I think. She wanted me to give her room to grow, but I don't think she has grown since the last conversation we had. Otherwise, she would have checked on me. She didn't. As simple as that, she didn't. And I feel bad, actually. I feel bad for not reaching out sooner. I feel bad that she felt like, and I think she lied a bit about this because she said she lost money. And I have a recipe of the hotel room. She would have gotten a full refund. I don't think they wouldn't have given her money back. Maybe it was for the train there, I think, but you know, she didn't have to cancel, she could have still gone anyways. Ask another person. But I will not be your traveling buddy if you say that it's my fault, partly my fault, and then you say you trust me, but I feel like I should have maybe after the last conversation we had, which wasn't a good ending, that I should have just told her, well, I don't think this is gonna work, maybe you should stay with somebody else. And I would have gotten I would have probably gotten a hotel room anyways somewhere else. But I'm trying to get my life back on track because my friend passed away, and I haven't been feeling like myself. I don't know if I'll ever get over this, so I think that people should take this seriously. It shouldn't have to be until you lose a close friend or anybody else that is close to you, or like a loved one, for you to understand this. But yeah. Maybe it was also like a culture thing, I think. I'm very front who I am as a person, but not a lot of people understand that. But ways to actually deal with this is to be honest with yourself, be open, honest about it, seek help, which I'm doing. I'm seeking help for at least counseling for this thing. And do mindfulness things. I do a lot of mindfulness things, actually. I do qigong, I do yoga, take walks, work out, do artistic things, anything really to make yourself feel better. Those are just examples. They can be other things that you're doing. But yeah, I think that we're just taking this also a bit too seriously with cosplay. I think that cosplay is a fun hobby, but if people are not available, and if a person isn't like there because like my situation, then you have to be more understanding. And it's just something that's missing there, I think. And speaking of which, that's also why I am planning to move away from home because just it's not really working for me and my mother. I do spiritual things sometimes, but I've been trying to be very low-key about it and think that she must understand and see that this is just a positive impact in my life. But she threw away almost all of my spiritual things. She actually also threw away other things that I was planning to use for streaming and for YouTube. So now I have to do a GoFundMe for this, I think. And she has to replace some more crystals. I basically just told her what, I didn't say which crystals, but I have some new crystals actually. But yeah, so I have to replace a lot of things. I have to also send the recipe to my insurance company so they can actually give me money for this. I'm currently having issues with my bank also because of the job that I took. My bank is being limited because of this job. I think partly because of this job also that I took, but partly also because I took a job in December, which was a gambling job, and I got to keep some money. So they have that, but I still haven't gotten my bank account back, so I cannot fully use it. So I have to wait until I hear back from them, but I will probably have to take that further too. What I had to do with this job that I took, because it turns out it was a fraud, I think, which I did not know. So now I'm getting help with that, and I know that in the end it will work out. But now you know what's at least happening in my life, and I think that I will try to upload other videos coming up soon. And I'm currently lending my mother's camera because I don't really trust my own cell phone really. I am also when I have gotten another job, because I'm gonna apply for another job also, that's more like a, not a weekend job, but a job I can do, like a job that it is like a you know, a normal job where I it's a spiritual business actually downtown. So I will apply for that, and hopefully I will get it because I'm planning to also study in the summer.